Should we do a qualitative or a quantitative study is a question that behavioral researchers often wrestle with. The degree to which a study should use a qualitative or a quantitative approach really comes down to the type of question being asked and the objective of the study. The purpose of this video is to illustrate at a conceptual level the difference between a quantitative and qualitative methodological approach. But rather than listen to me, let's do so through the talents of Robert Plant and Jimmy Page. At some point, you've probably heard the song Stairway to Heaven. Years ago, there was a great deal of talk within the music community about a particular segment in the song that, if played backwards, contained a satanic message. Here's the passage, first played forwards.
If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alone there. It's just a sprinkling for the May Queen. Yes, there are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on.
Now, let's hear the same piece backwards. Did you hear anything? Maybe 666 or Satan? I suspect you didn't hear, "It's my sweet Satan, the one whose little path would make me sad, whose power is Satan. Oh, he'll give you 666. There was a little tool shed where he made us suffer, sad Satan." Now I'm going to play the exact same piece backwards again. And note that this is exactly the same piece. I haven't changed it in any way. Only this time you will hear the message. Okay? Here we go. While I can't see your reaction, I've done this many times now in classes, and it always works. Pretty cool, huh? You hear the whole message. In fact, I can't not hear it when I play it backwards. Now remember, I didn't change anything. It's the exact same recording, but the difference is I've told you what to look for. You see, our wonderful brain is wired to see subtle patterns, to find a signal buried in noise, to figure things out. But the problem is that this wonderful gift also leads us to see things that aren't really there. If our brain is faced with some chaotic scene, some random noise, it will look for a pattern, a message, some order in the chaos. In this case, there's nothing there. It really is just a song played backwards, just a bunch of gobbledygook. But I've told you that there's something there. I've given you some clues, some direction, and your wonderful mind will run with that. Again, there's nothing there, but with nothing more than a suggestion, you'll hear something that doesn't exist. The problem is that this happens all the time in our professional lives. Researchers, policymakers, practitioners We'll hear about an idea, facilitated communication, or some other new miracle cure, or some horrible new thing that's hurting people. And they'll start to see it everywhere. They're not lying, well, most of the time. They really do see it, and they really do believe it. But just like you can hear Robert Plant talking about Satan's tool shed, there's really nothing there. The power of a quantitative methodological approach is that it provides tools for seeing information through noise. It provides a means for recognizing those times that we may think that we see something happening, but there's really nothing there. Now, let's shift gears and watch a video.
This is an awareness test. How many passes does the team in white make?
Go!
The answer is 13. But did you see the moonwalking bear?
Go!
To me, this British public service announcement for bicycle safety really highlights the power of a qualitative methodological approach. Qualitative approaches are particularly valuable when it comes to finding the unexpected. No one would have thought to look for a moonwalking bear, and so it can go right past us and we don't even notice. Qualitative methods help us to see the bear that no one is looking for. So they're particularly valuable when we don't know what we're looking for or when we don't even know what question to be asking. The downside is that, just like we saw with Led Zeppelin, you may see something that really isn't there. Yes, you may see the moonwalking bear, but you may also hear Robert Plant singing about Satan's tool shed. These two methodological approaches can be contrasted as qualitative orientation being particularly powerful for generating questions or creating hypotheses, while a quantitative approach focuses on answering those questions or testing those hypotheses. So, in summary again, qualitative approaches can help us to see things that we might otherwise miss in the world around us, while quantitative approaches can help us to avoid seeing things that aren't really there at all.